Today we have a 3D printing toolkit. It's basically a kit of a bunch of different little bits for 3D printing. And it's not that bad. It needs, however, a case. It really needs a case. Even if it's just a canvas bag with a zip, it really needs a case. So what does it include? It includes two big honkin', cheap stamped wrenches. I'm guessing that these are for heat blocks. My guess is these would fit a heat block. I haven't tried to fit them yet. It comes with a big thing of nail files, little sanding sticks. People, if you're a manicurist, you know what these are. They're also pretty handy for 3D printing, taking burrs off, stuff like that. They're actually coming pretty handy. And it's actually one of the key things this kit is missing. It's missing a deburring tool. It should have a deburring tool in it. You have your PTFE cutter. So you stick your one of the key things with a PTFE tube is that it has to be cut square. So the end of the PTFE tube has to be square, or it's not going to fit in the hot end properly, and you're going to get leaks. You're going to have nasty problems. So this takes care of that. You put your PTFE tube in there, and it's got a big razor blade on there, and it cuts your PTFE tube square and clean. Comes with two decent pair of tweezers. Comes with a straight set. Those are good weapons too. Grab that filament and take it out. And then it comes with an angled set. So this is great for getting boogers out of the way. The initial splooge that comes out, you snatch that up and get it out of the way so it doesn't mess up your first layer. Comes with a pair of nippers. I would have actually rather seen you not include a pair of nippers and instead include a deburring tool, because 9 out of 10 3D printers include one of these, but they don't include a deburring tool. So if you have to eliminate something in order to add something, get rid of these and add a deburring tool. Comes with a halfway decent scraper that is sharpened, so it's got a beveled edge. The only thing I don't like is that the corners are pointy. So one thing you're going to want to do, you could probably even get away with using, if you have a knife, sharpening stone, you can use the side of the sharpening stone so you don't mess up your honing surface. But take off those corners. Make sure you take them off in one direction only. So you can see this is the beveled edge, that's the flat edge. So you face the flat edge toward you and move away only. So you could probably, if you do it gently, if you do it carefully, you could probably get away with using one of the sanding sticks that it comes with. So just take this and just, actually that is working, but you move away only, never towards you. Just keep moving away. See how it's rounding that edge? See it better this way. See how it's starting to become rounded? That's what you want. You want that edge to be rounded. And then do the same thing with this edge. You want to take that point off. It's not even destroying this. It's doing a good job, actually. This is an important step. It's more important than you realize, because what will happen, this is especially for PEI, PC, build tack, fake tack type surfaces that you print on, which I prefer because you can turn the heat off. So now as you can see, both of my edges are actually rounded. What that's going to do, and the reason you only go one way, is when you scrape, you don't want these corner points. Well, first of all, they're dangerous, but second of all, these corner points will dig into your bed. They'll go right underneath it and tear up a chunk of your bed, and that's how it happens. So by rounding it and only rounding it this way, you take care of a lot of that. It makes this a much, much more effective tool. It also comes with 3 brushes, nylon, steel, and brass. I'm going to keep them in the bag because they tend to have little fibers that come loose, and this keeps it relatively neat. Those are good for cleaning up rough surfaces. So they're good for cleaning up your nozzle. Be careful you don't short your thermistor or your heat cartridge when you're doing this, because these are conductive, they are metal. So be careful with that. But it's good for cleaning off the nozzle end. It's also good for cleaning up prints. So if you have a print with little fuzzies on it, you can use this to gently to help rub those fuzzies off. It also comes with a hobby knife. So here is your typical nice aluminum number 11 X-Acto knife. We call them X-Acto knives, but they're actually a hobby knife. X-Acto is a brand name. It also comes with this cute little case with some extra blades, and they actually give you 3 different blades. You have the, I don't know what these are called, I call them shorties, And then you have the ingrown toenail blades. That's what I call them because that's what the doctor used to take care of my ingrown toenails. It's a square edge, more like a chisel. And then you have your number 11 replacements. So that's actually pretty convenient. I like the fact that they include that and this little box that stores them. That's actually a pretty convenient little thing to have in your toolbox. It also comes with a very nice little stubby wrench. This is actually kind of a 6-in-1. So, well, no, not a 6-in-1 because this doesn't come out. But you know what I'm talking about, where this is a wrench, and then this piece can be flipped either side. So you have your Phillips bit and your straight bit. And then it also comes with, this is a 1/4 inch by the way, it also comes with a 6, 7, and 9 millimeter socket. That is the most common sizes you're going to need for nozzle removal. So your Creality style printers will typically use a 6 or a 7. If I remember right, Creality is usually 7, E3D is usually 6 or something like that. But these are 6 and 7 are the most common sizes you're going to use, and that's more than enough metal to handle heat distribution getting to your hands. So you can use that to change your nozzles out. You only do that hot, of course. It also comes with a, let me get that back in there, a little set of acupuncture needles. You use these for cleaning out your nozzle. So you get a clog, like especially wood filament, you get it hot, you take one of these, it's a pain in the butt, but you get it up in that hole and you give it a jab, and you can actually shove it all the way up into the PDF tube and just work it back and forth until that clog comes out. And you're going to run your printer at like 230, and then you manually push the filament through, and you'll see all the crap come out. So that actually works pretty well. Don't get too rough with it. Like, you don't want to be sawing back and forth like this, because you will actually shave away metal on your hot end, your nozzle. You don't want to do that. You saw how I was able to use this piece of foam and grit to shape that. Well, this will damage your nozzle if you're not careful. So don't be doing sideways. Be straight up and down and just poke it in there and poke it out. Poke it in there, poke it out. Don't go like you're going to destroy your nozzle. That's not the point. Also comes with a, I don't know why they include this. Well, yeah, I guess it makes sense for smaller parts when you're going to be using these knives to cut the parts. It comes with a cutting board. So it's one of those self-healing style cutting boards, so you don't damage the table underneath you, and also keeps you from dulling your blades. Because when you cut and you get through a piece, you're going into this instead of against your hard table, which will damage and dull your blades. And that's it. That's everything that comes in the kit. Like I said, I would like to see them either add, or if you have to, I'd prefer you just add it. But if you have to remove something, get rid of either this or this and put a deburring tool in here. That'd be far more useful. I know they are pretty cheap. They're pretty easy to come by. It'd be nice to include one of those. And I also would like to see you include a bag. Something to put all these parts in. So it'd be really nice to see that. Make sure it's a decent bag too. Something made out of canvas or something like that. Not like Tyvek or those cheap plastic ones that tear if you look at them wrong. Make it a decent little zipper bag, like a pencil case. Something, slightly bigger than that, so it'll hold everything. That's it. It's pretty cool. Not a bad little kit.